I'm 30 years old, and for the past 12 months, I've been dating this girl called Leanne, and it's going really, really well. One day she calls me up and very casually says, I'm pregnant. I'm like, sorry, what? She goes, I'm pregnant. My first immediate reaction is like, oh, shit. So, whoa. I thought you'd be happy. I said, no. Leanne, this is amazing. I'm over the moon. But there's one thing I haven't told you. I'm really bad with blood. So if that baby's coming out, I can't be in there. Like, I can't be in the delivery room. If the baby comes, I'm going to faint. I was the kid in school that always used to get injection and faint straight away. She goes, whoa. First of all, grow up. And secondly, I didn't ask you to be there when I'm giving birth because my sister is going to be my birth partner. I was like, whoo, what a relief. I knew she's the one. So understanding. So months go past, and we are nearly the due date, the delivery date. So about 2 weeks away, she storms into the room and goes, listen, this baby's going to be here in less than 2 weeks. You live out of my house. You still got your flat in London. You need to get your life sorted. You need to pack your stuff and bring everything to my house if you're going to be a family. I'm like, no, you're absolutely right. I'm going to do it this weekend. So my friends helped me out that weekend. We pack all my stuff, my boxes. We bring it to Leanne's house, my new house. And Leanne's one of those people that she has no chill. So everything has to be done there and then. So we unpack all the boxes, put it away. And we were just so tired. It must have been about like 10:30, 11 p.m. We literally collapsed onto the bed. We're just so tired. And next thing I know, she just says, oh my God, my water, oh shit. She runs in the toilet. I'm like, Leanne, and she slams the door. And next thing I hear this sound going, whoosh. I'm like, oh my God, the baby's here. So she comes out, she's like, call the hospital. So I call the hospital, go, hi, we're having a baby. And they're like, okay, well, get yourself to the hospital. And Leanne's like, get my keys. And you see, in UK, you can't just call an ambulance for everything. It has to be an absolute emergency. And a bit of a confession, back then, I didn't have a driver's license, and I didn't know how to drive a car. So my wife, who was in labor, she drove herself to the hospital. And I remember so well, I was so nervous. So she was driving while the baby's like pretty much coming out. And I'm like, Leanne, do you remember that time we went to Greece? And she's like, shut up, let me drive. And we even get stopped by the police, full on flashing blue lights because she was speeding, but that's a different story. So we get to the hospital, and my wife was in labor for 48 hours. Yeah. So the nurses come in and they go, listen, the baby is still not out, 40 hours, risk of infection, other complication. We got to get her ready, and her sister, who's going to be a birth partner, we got to get her ready. We got to push her into the theatre room. So both are ready. They're getting pushed in, and I'm right behind them, giving a motivational speech. I was like, Leanne, you're going to be amazing. I'm going to be out here, right here. You're going to be so good. I'll be right here. And then as they're pushing her in, she just goes, stop. I'm like, Leanne, what's up? She goes, he's coming with me. I was like, no, Leanne, we talked about this. I'm not good with blood. She goes, no, you're coming in. And like, who am I to argue with someone who's so drugged up, 48 hours in labor? So they give me the scrub, and I'm just like shaking, going to the theater. And I'm like, okay, which one of them look like the surgeon? I'm like, that one. I was like, hey, first of all, nice to meet you. And secondly, just to let you know, I'm really bad with blood. So if I see any blood, I'm going to faint. You're going to have 3 patients on your hand tonight. So he turns around to the nurses and goes, who the fuck is this guy? They're like, oh, he's the dad. He's like, oh my God. Just grab that chair, sit in a corner. So they give me this plastic chair, and I can't even fit on it, and I'm just sitting, like, holding Leanne's hand, and I'm facing the wall where all the medical leaflets are. It's like 5 signs of a potential heart attack. I'm like, yes, that's pretty much me right now. So I'm just holding her hand, and it's all shaking because of the epidural. And suddenly I hear the baby. I'm like, turn around. So, no, don't turn around. There's blood, don't turn around. So a few moments later, the nurse taps me on the shoulder, and she's got the baby wrapped in a towel. And she goes to me really sarcastically, here's your baby girl, and just to let you know, we wiped it twice for you, so there's no blood. So they gave me the baby, I hold a baby, and it's the most beautiful, magical thing. I give her a kiss, And I pass her on to Leanne, and by this time, Leanne is all stitched up, and they're about to push her out. And once the baby gets delivered, they have to do a quick checkup just to make sure that the baby's okay. So they were like, look, we're going to take the baby away. I was like, yeah, sure. So they're pushing Leanne out. I'm right behind her. I was like, Aptin, you were amazing. Like, you handled that so well. And I was like, hang on, the nurse is walking back. Oh, that was really quick. And as she got closer, I just looked, and suddenly my leg gave way, and I just collapsed. And I look up, everyone's shouting, going, somebody get the dad, he's fainted. And the nurse was carrying the placenta. So I look up, and the surgeon is standing above my head, and he taps me in the head. He goes, you were right. You were the third patient tonight. Thank you.